Your biggest hater is never a stranger. How y'all doing? This is Charles Mathis. Here to do a different perspective of the video, because y'all heard about Nipsey Hussle already. All the things he did for the community, himself and families and friends, and all the stuff he accomplished and owned and opened up his business and everything else. And if you see this picture, it's already out, it's not new, but the guy that's circled in the blue with his arm crossed is the hater. It's the one who murdered Nipsey Hussle. For those who don't know, if you see the guy with the navy shirt and you look straight up, you see a tall gentleman, light skin, beard, gold on his necklace, white tee. That's Nipsey. That man is in his crew. It's true that the one who will kill you is one that's close to you. I want to talk about, we all have a Nipsey Hussle story similar to our own. And here's mine. I remember I was 17 years old. And I was walking mind my own business. It was summertime, enjoying myself, whatever. I remember this guy walked up on me. He didn't fight me or nothing. He was just telling me, he walked up and approached me. He was like, I don't see how you dress like that. So this is late 90s. He said, I'm in Arkansas. And he said, I don't see how you dress like that. I'm looking at this dude crazy because I never seen this man, don't know him. His face not even familiar. So I don't know who this man is. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, your people ain't telling you about what you got? He said, the only reason I know about it, your mom told me. And I'm looking at this guy, never seen. I don't know, they friend and he knocking boots, but I don't know. He said, he's thinking lying. He said, you go talk to your mom and talk to your people, and, they'll let you know. So that dawned on me. I said, that's okay. And I went to the relative place I was staying at and everything. Talked to him and all that stuff. And his relative, he confirmed it. He said, yeah, he's sitting up here married with a 33-year-old woman. That's one thing I noticed, too. My grandfather, because my grandmother passed when I was 13, 14 years old, as well as my pops. He died around the same time with cancer. My grandma died of a heart attack. Dad died of cancer. I learned after my dad's death that my dad was my stepfather. But it's kind of confusing when you try to tell a person that when that person been in their life ever since they were an infant, now 13, 14 years old. It's kind of hard trying to tell them something like that. But anyway, I'm talking to him, trying to get it confirmed and everything else. He confirmed it. But he also told me it was none of my goddamn business. I said, well, it's got to be my business. It's mine, so I got the right to know about it, speak on it, talk about it, get the full information, how it take place and went on and whatever happened and who talked to who signed what and what bank it in and whatever. It's mine, so I got the right to speak on it. So we got an argument. You can imagine the argument went. Not one time I should have. I ain't threatened that man's life. I didn't threaten to kill him and then didn't fight him and didn't do nothing. I'm just trying to specifically get this information about this money. Because I'm sitting here in Arkansas, I'm already 17 years old at the time. I flunked because both of the relatives died early on, and I was depressed and going through some stuff. Didn't care about school, and I promised them, I did make a promise to them I'll finish and everything else. I have. I finished and graduated. Thank you. But anyway, and I went on and talked to him. And after I did it, I said, something going on. It ain't right, whatever. I know Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Cameron, I went and talked to the other relatives and uncles and everything else and what happened, what went on. And they talking about, they told me early on in the past, we got your back, let us know. And if anything get wrong and it was a family thing, I'll put the family together and then we'll get to talk about it like family's supposed to, something that we never have done. And also never did. He was just to think about all that stuff. I said they only said that good stuff because there was certain people around them because they want to sound good. They want to sound like a good uncle. I got my nephew back, because the certain people was at the house and all that. Next thing I know, Friday evening, and Friday evening came, police at the house. Now, I didn't fight. I got a right to speak on, if it belongs to me, I got a right to speak on it. to make it fat and make it faster. White police officer there, the black police officer there, the white police officer, the black one, and say, you know what we're here to do, go ahead and do it. Black police officer escorted me to the car. He said he want to talk to me. And, that nigga threw me in a full Nelson, and we got the wrestling out in that bitch. And I hit him. Got arrested, went downtown. Here I am, Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, early court like a mug. And judge told me I had 13 charges. I'm sitting there mind blown. Like, damn, all this happened in 1 week. Like, I'm literally mind blown. I said, damn. I said, oh. And then I started getting off the hook. The police said, the judge said, what was his name? Bill Ross. Still remember him, Bill Ross. He was the judge. He said, did the police read your rights? I said, no. He said, okay. He reading, looking through the paper, he writing and stuff. Cause I don't know what he's saying. I'm sitting there looking like R. Kelly with afro, looking at my feet. My mind's blown. Like, I said, man, I got money and this, that, and the third, and family keeping secrets from me. Don't act like I ain't supposed to know nothing. And relatives talking all this crap, talking they got my bag and they lying. And I'm looking at my feet. I'm shackled like a damn pit bull in that bitch. I'm looking at my feet. That's all I can do. I'm like, I'm seriously mind blown. Like, I can't fathom how to even start the conversation. He said, well, you got 13 charges on you and everything else. And he started going down the charges, and he got to the one that was criminal trespassing. I said, I knew something about that charge a little bit. I said, I have a question. He said, yes, go ahead, Mr. Mathis. I said, what is trespassing and what was so criminal about it? So he gave me his quick version. He said, well, basically you on somebody's property without their permission. I said, can you tell me what property is that? He named the address. It was, it was on Herman Street. I said, what do you call it when somebody lived there and paying rent? He said, you live there? I said, yeah. You paid rent? I said, yeah. When he jotted down the paper, flipping papers around, writing and stuff like that. And they said, I know, to be straight to the point, they dropped all the charges. And they also lied some more on me. The family did. The Black Power, the Black of the Barracks, we the Jews family. You got to watch out for the white folks and the white supremacy and all this stuff. Lied to them, said I was doing drugs and I was crazy. That's the story they went with. Because, niggas are stupid. So the judge fixed it a way that, because they told him pre-ahead of time, I guess it because of the police at the house was telling them, I had to go to a facility. Another part of Arkansas, and I remember that location is in Jonesboro. So I had to sit there for a week to take the drug test and whatever mental test they gave me. It was weird, but it wasn't no Frankenstein type stuff. They took blood, they asked me a lot of questions and everything else. All it was clear. And the judge told me himself, after everything cleared and did all that, he said, son, you've been taken advantage of. He said, here's a number and an address. He said, the police are going to take you to that same resident on Herman Street. He said, I don't want you to get no TVs and no food. He said, I want you to specifically grab your things that belong to you, your clothes. He said, after you get your clothes, the police will still be there, and then when you walk off and leave. He said, when you leave, you can go to the other side of town to this address. He said, when you get there, he said, you're going to finish school. He said, I heard things about you in school. He said, believe it or not, he said, I even went to your school and talked to your teacher. He said, I'm trying to find every damn thing I can find to lock you up. That's what that white man said to me. Bill Ross, he said it to me. And it still stuck with me to this day when he said that. He said, but I need you to go to this address that I gave you, finish school, do what you need to do in school, think with all the things you need to be. He said, I don't care if you got to move and go somewhere else. He said, be what you need to be. Stay out of trouble. Stay the hell out of my courtroom, and I better not see you back in my courtroom. I went, finished school. I'm sitting here at the time, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to be, what I want to do, and I don't know how to get there. I don't know how to get it started, because everybody keep telling you, just believe, just have faith, just believe. You ain't know how to get the bit started. Like, you trying to figure out how I get this started, how I can trigger this. People want to get in the acting. How you trigger that to get in there? How you want to school for music? How you get in there? You trying to go? You don't know how to get it started. I'm at the time from Arkansas. I don't know how to get this stuff started. And one dude told me, he He said, what are you really interested in? I said, I'm really interested in going to Memphis. He said, well, there's a couple of ways you can go there. He said, hell, you can walk there, it's about 5.5 hours. Or you can hitchhike and be a few hours there, whatever. He said, when you go there, there's temp agencies and stuff. They got some work there. You go there and get a job, work, and you figure out what you need to be and do after that. Next thing I know, when I graduated, May 15, 1999, they gave us our high school diploma that 1 week. The next following week, we supposed to, all us who graduated, supposed to go back to the school just to go to walk the stage and all that. They gave me my diploma, I left. I didn't come back that next following week. I left, walked down that freeway, heading to Memphis, Tennessee. And it was I still remember this stuff, man. It was this heavy-set guy with this big brown, real metal beard vehicle. Gave me a ride. He said, man, I just stopped getting your ride because the police are rough. They'll do all this stuff, whatever. Everybody keep talking about what the police do and white man, this, that, and the third. He said, where you trying to go? I said, Memphis. He said, East Memphis or across the bridge? He said, West Memphis or across the bridge? I said, across the bridge. He said, all right. I said, I ain't got no money on it. He said, no, man, he said, don't even worry. I'm just doing something good. You know, he one of them black dudes doing the good deed thing. You know, see a fellow black man, help him out. Got there, got to the bridge, crossed the bridge, thanked the dude for helping me and all that. Went there, I slept. Believe it or not, I went downtown to the hospital, slept in the restroom that whole entire rest of that night till morning. I had a big, huge duffel bag that I was carrying on my back like a backpack. And next thing I know, I went to the temp agency. And I went to talk to her and said, well, man, just go to this temp agency and go to this homeless shelter and and get that. And next thing you know, I ended up doing that. Got me a little spot, got me a little house, you know, got me a little rooming house type thing. And next thing you know, I went to California in IA. I've been in California about almost close to 10 years, and I did mostly security work. The last job that I had was doing security. It was on Crenshaw and Leimert. I never got the chance to meet the dude. I don't know if he was doing music then or not. But I remember I was on Crenshaw Leimert doing security there, and I ran into that comedian. I can't think of the chick name. Start with a L. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She with the Cat Williams crew. She heavy set, got blonde hair. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I bumped into her twice. And no, she didn't give me no job off and all that. Shut up. But anyway, it was just, everything was symbolic. It wasn't a situation for me to meet rich and famous people and all this other stuff. It was designed to develop me. Because at the time, the whole time, I was mad and bitter, blowing up and getting mad and stuff. And I look back at all the stuff I accomplished. I said, even all that stuff, that problem and that situation, I said, I still overcome that. I said, I didn't have to fight nobody, didn't want to kill nobody and all that. Because sometimes you have to let your friends go. Let them go. Just let them go. And I had to throw family away. Because the whole time, they were stealing from me, lying on me, using me for a child support purpose, welfare purposes, other government assistance purpose. And after they couldn't get no more money out of me, they threw me on the street. Like trash. And then the whole moral of the story is, they're trying to put the whole blame on the white man, the white justice system, the white supremacy system, and it was us all along. And then a lot of them get like me, don't want to hear that crap about the God stuff and then all this and waiting and being patient. Because a lot of times you can be your own curse and you can be your own blessing. I chose to be my own blessing. I came up. I said, I ain't mad at them. I don't have no grudge. Even though one said, oh, you bitter. I said, if I'm bitter, then leave me alone. we ain't had no family orientation relationship then. Ain't just having it now. I've been through the hard part. I'm good now. But what I'm saying is, every time the whole thing is they trying to get you focused on it's everybody else's fault except for us. You know, they'll bring up the police whooping them, you know, like the white dude who jumped on the black woman in the parking lot. They'll bring that up, but they won't bring up the dude shooting the other dude who happen to both be the same race, both in the same clique, group, know each other and everything else, but trying to justify it and trying to treat it like it's a delusional a dream that it really didn't happen, but it happened. One thing I'm saying to myself, a lot of times you looking far, you in the house, room full of people, You looking out the window, you got your gun ready, you ready for them jokers come over the hill, and the whole time you're in a house full of enemies. I'm out. My name Charles Mathis.